As someone who's a big fan of Cameron Boyce, I wanted to like this movie, but I couldn't. It was not a good movie. It's just a generic movie. A boy who doesn't really have a good home life, so he bonds to an animal. The animal gets killed. And then on top of that, it's a generic romance movie, a generic bully movie. It's just all kinds of generic. He's gonna get revenge on the bullies, but he can't do it because that'll make him worse than them. But eventually, the final straw comes, so he has to do it. He is in love with the popular girl, but oh no, she has a boyfriend, and he's the guy that's bullying him. And then, oh no, he's fucking in love with, he finds out, that he's in love with his friend, who happens to be a girl, and she turns out to be better for him than the girl he originally liked. It's just so generic. They could have just fucking threw in the F slur, and this would have felt like any other movie from the 2000s. It just was not any good. I'm I was not a fan. Cameron Boyce is a talented actor, but he really didn't get to do anything in this movie. Hell, his mom has like two scenes in the movie, and one of them they just kind of cut her head off, like like they would in an old kids cartoon. Um, I don't know what the point of that was, but I did feel like that was interesting enough to point out. Um, his dog's name is Runt. That's why the movie's name is Runt. The bully is over the top evilish. The scene he's introduced in, he's like bargaining with Cameron and trying to act like he's his friend to not get his teammates kicked off the team. Um, when Cameron says he's not going to do that, he puts him in a trash can and kicks him downstairs. It is just an over the top evilish performance, and it just gets worse as it goes on. Like, I don't know why they made him so evil. He ends up fucking killing the dog, but that's not even the worst thing he does, honestly. He ends up sexually assaulting Cameron's friend because he starts to think that Cameron might like her. All because fucking he thinks Cameron's trying to steal his girlfriend because he asked her to a dance in one scene and gave her a portrait that he made of her. That is literally all he does. The girl character is barely in this movie. She really doesn't matter. She kind of disappears after the sexual assault scene too. Like, I don't think she has a scene after that. Um and there's probably a good 40 minutes left of the movie. Cameron also has a friend in this movie who's just kind of a douchebag the entire movie. Um I don't really know what the point of his character is. He doesn't do much, but every time he does appear, he's a douchebag. They throw in some writing about how, oh, his life's bad and that's why he acts like that and he's kind of self destructive. And that's really all we get of his character. He's played by the one guy that most people probably know from the burger meme, where he makes fun of a kid in some TV show because his last name's Burger. And he plays Cameron Boyce's friend in here, and he's just a dickhead. Hell, he breaks Cameron's lock for his bike, or he messes up his bike somehow, and Cameron's not able to make it to work and gets fired. Um, he's just not that great of a friend. He does like a half-assed apology. Um, it's just wow. It's a fucking all over the place movie, honestly. He ends up getting revenge on one of the bully's side character friends and another one who I don't even think was involved at all. Um it's something. He puts fucking bleach in his cocaine to poison both of them. I think the other guy's probably accidental. I think he was really only going for the one guy. Um which is way worse than what he does to the actual bully who does all the fucked up shit in the movie. He just hits him with a bat a few times. And the movie ends with like this dramatic stuff about how there's no going back from this. Like he's just went too far. And I don't think hitting a rapist a few times with a bat is really too far. I just don't. Um he was originally going to shoot him, but she talked him down from it and just let him hit him with a bat instead. It's just not a very good movie. The movie ends with like some heartfelt message about how this was Cameron Boyce trying to show that you shouldn't respond to violence with violence or something like that, but I don't think the movie really came across like that at all. It was not a hard watch, but it wasn't a good watch, I would say. It's just it's just a generic bully movie and not even a good one.